So people, especially people on Twitter, which is not real people. If people are going mad on Twitter, it's not real people. But Twitter is going berserk, calling Caitlin Clark every name under the sun for supposedly committing a dangerous flagrant foul. This is the play that happened. Jordan Canada's going to the basket. Caitlin Clark misses the block by an inch. And I mean that when I say an inch. If you can pause the clip, there. The ball is there. She's maybe 2 inches away from getting the ball, but gets her in the head. So, I do want to say this right now. That's a flagrant foul. Just because of the rules of basketball, it's a flagrant foul. But there is no comparison to this because Caitlin Clark is 1 inch away. Angel Reese is nowhere near the ball here. You can obviously, it looks like she's relatively close at that angle. It looks like, oh, she's near the ball there at that angle. But she was nowhere near. Caught Caitlin Clark with her elbow in the head. And by the way, I don't think Angel Reese intentionally did it, by the way. I've gone out on a limb and said that was completely unintentional. But it was the only person that will know whether or not Angel Reese is intentional is Angel Reese. I don't think it was intentional, and I will stand by that I don't think it was intentional. I think she just wanted to get an emphatic block and missed badly. Whereas Caitlin Clark made a play that every single basketball player has made in every single game and was that much off. Made contact with her head with this part of her arm where you can't control that part of your arm. But it's a flagrant foul. It is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is a flagrant foul. And I came out and made, I'm pretty sure, I made multiple videos about the whole Angel Reese situation when she went to block Caitlin Clark that time. And I was like, there is no way this is intentional. And I stand by that. There is absolutely no way, and I mean that, no way that, actually, sorry, there's absolutely no way this is intentional. I refuse to believe that the Angel Reese on Caitlin Clark one was intentional as well. I'm going to give benefit of the doubt that it wasn't intentional. The Kennedy Carter one was clearly intentional. The Kennedy Carter one on Marina Mabry was clearly intentional. So, there's that. But yeah, this is a nothing play. It's like the one where, what was it? Julie Van Loo was pushing her and pushing her and pushing her. And Caitlin Clark kind of nudged her. And Julie Van Loo just flops backwards. And I'm like, that's just, Julie Van Loo's just trying to get in Caitlin Clark's head. There was nothing in that. And then the refs made the right call. When, what was it? When she got kind of fouled and just flailed backwards and hit someone in the face. The refs called a team. That was the right call. But the refs made the right call for the Angel Reese one. And again, if you deem this accidental, the refs just did the right thing. It should be over. It's just that this was the game where Angel Reese wore the Joker shoes and was talking up. This is a week, not even a week after her saying people are watching for me too. And there was a lot more in that. So there was a reason why people were already watching this game waiting for something crazy to happen. And then I still believe that this wasn't something crazy. This is just a hard hit. This is just her going for an emphatic block and she missed badly. But the Caitlin Clark one is not the same play. We're watching here. She's in position the whole way. There is a non-zero chance that Caitlin Clark gets all ball here and still commits a flagrant foul. It's just the way basketball is. If you make contact with the head, we saw it with the Ezi Magbagor one. This is more so the Ezi Magbagor situation. There was the time where Ezi Magbagor blocked her and followed through on Caitlin Clark's head. That is closer to the Ezi Magbagor situation, where it was given as a no call, but this was called as an and one. The WNBA have been really, really bad on calling the follow-throughs to the head. They did call it on the Angel Reese one because they looked at it, but I think I've seen it happen too many times in the WNBA where it's not looked at. I think if they go to the monitor in this play, it's a flagrant. It is flagrant. It is completely unintentional, but intent does not matter in the rules of flagrant. intent matters whether or not you're going to call someone a dirty player. And again, I still stand by, I do not believe the Angel Reese one was intentional. You can say whatever you want about that. We all have our own opinions, and the only person that knows is Angel Reese. But that was like, there was a lot more force. There was an awful lot more force in the Angel one. But they're not nearly the same play. The outcome is the outcome should have been the same. They're not nearly the same play. But I will say that it is, the refs did make the wrong call. And Caitlin Clark should have been given a flagrant foul. And that would have been her first flagrant on the year, so I don't think that makes any difference. So it should have been her first flagrant of the year. And with that being her first flagrant, he's like, what, 3 or 4 off suspension? So I don't think it makes any odds whatsoever. I don't think it really makes any difference in the slightest to, like, to her. But the refs did mess it up. But again, look, the WNBA refs are terrible. Like, whether it be letting Caitlin away with stuff, the amount of times Caitlin's been borderline flagrantly fouled, if not flagrantly fouled blatantly, that just haven't been called, then, like, you can't really say she's been officiated poorly. And I'll stand by this. I'm watching the games. Like, I don't think Angel Reese gets officiated poorly either. Like, if you are in a bunch of people and you just throw your arm at somebody and throw the ball at the basket, like, I think she's almost looking for the fouls instead of focusing on the basket. Like, I actually don't think individual players are being officiated poorly in the WNBA. I think Aja Wilson gets the softest whistle in the entire W. But I think other than Aja, I haven't seen any player get a super soft whistle. I haven't seen a player get a super bad whistle. I just think these refs are bad. I think all in all, these refs are just bad at their jobs. Like, the Kennedy Carter cheap shot not being ruled as a common foul. As a common foul, it was a flagrant 2 ejection. Like, there's no two ways about that. And then upon review, offering it a flagrant 1. It was off the, like, I still cannot believe that they called that a common foul. But also, I cannot believe that they let this. I cannot believe Jordan Canna literally going head. They didn't look at the monitor. I do not understand how this is not a flagrant foul. Because letter of the law, did Caitlin Clark mean to do this? 1000% no. There is no way. I just do not go off the ball. She followed through. It is a flagrant foul. The rule is there to protect the players. And I've said this from the very start of the year. I don't think the WNBA are doing a good job of protecting their players. It was very, very obvious when players tried to rough up Caitlin Clark earlier in the year. But we saw it when Alyssa Thomas choke slammed Angel Reese, got no suspension. We've seen it plenty of times. We saw it. I thought it was a really bad one. Was it Jonquel Jones, where Angel Reese just kind of standing there and just got shoved in the back? Like, that was dangerous play. Alyssa Thomas getting ruled for a common foul for shoving Angel Reese onto Kennedy Carter's leg. Could have blown out her knee. Like, these refs do not protect their players. And sometimes players get bad whistles. Sometimes they get good whistles. They're just really bad at their jobs. And, like, the most important things for referees, like, we've seen it in like, other forms of basketball. Like, there are, like, sometimes referees will have, like, they'll make wrong calls. It's not even about making right calls. It's not even about making wrong calls. The referees legitimately do not protect their players in the WNBA. And it's, like, so for a lot of the season, she's the one who hasn't been protected. But last night, Caitlin Clark should have been assessed a flagrant foul for a hit to the head. Completely accidental, but rules are the rules. They're there to protect the players. Jordan Canada should have got a free throw in possession again.